we're all kind of going through a similar journey when we hit turbulence, when a little anxiety, when we step into a small plane, whatever it may be. And I thought, you know what? I really should utilize my experience over the last 17 years of practicing yoga, 7 years of teaching yoga, over 600 plus hours of training in a wide variety of modalities, somatic healing, yoga, trauma-informed yoga, mindfulness, meditation. I was like, I really should take the practices, the philosophy, the strategy that I've been taught and that I've been practicing for almost 2 decades and apply it to the stress that we feel while we travel, and not just anxiety while we fly. There's nerve-wracking experiences when we're in the airport, when a flight gets delayed, when we lose our luggage, when a tour gets canceled. Like there's lots of things that happen when we're traveling that stress can really start to build up within us, and it can actually really ruin or create a negative experience of that trip itself, instead of allowing it to be one small part of the trip and really taking a step back and applying the principles of mindfulness so that we can still view this experience that we had either in a different country or a different location with a positive light, and really being able to take those lessons that we learned while we're traveling, whether they're perceived as negative or positive. So that retreat to Costa Rica really instilled in me that this is a really important project, because there's so many people who have one negative experience while they're traveling, like their flight gets delayed, or the hotel is booked up and they don't know where to go, or perhaps they get scammed by a local operator or something, and it's like, done. This whole trip was ruined. This is terrible. All of the things. And then they don't want to travel again, or they let the stress spill over into their relationship with the person that they're with on that trip, or whatever it is. So I created a resource for all of us, whether you're the most seasoned traveler in the world or whether you're just beginning, a resource for all of us to be able to navigate this travel stress that we all feel, because stepping out of our comfort zone is inherently stressful, and how to navigate this with a more easeful disposition, a wider, broader 360 view, and be able to walk away from whatever happens while we're on the road, being able to find some sort of lesson or silver lining, or not to like toxic positivity, like vomit all over it, but really taking the principles of mindfulness, being present with what's happening instead of getting too far into the what ifs or spiraling into constantly revisiting that experience over and over again, so much to the point that you can't even enjoy where you're at now. Like how many times has, let's say, you felt like you were wronged by the hotel that you're staying at, and they find a solution and you're not 100% happy about it, but whatever, like move on to the next thing. But then you're sitting at breakfast the next morning at the hotel and it's a beautiful day and you're about to go surfing or scuba diving or walk on the beach, and you're still stewing on what happened or still talking about it with your partner. That's how these principles, these strategies, these techniques that I'm going to share with you, that's how it can help you turn this around. Like, let's turn this stress into something that we can just acknowledge it, move on, and then create more memories that are going to trump that other experience that you've already had. So I created the ebook, The Mindful Traveler, How to Navigate Travel Stress with a Smile. It's an amazing resource filled with education, why we feel stressful, like why do we feel stressed while we're traveling, like the actual science, like it's okay.